I'm Chris Booth. I'm a partner and head of insurance at Forbes Solicitors based out of our Manchester office. I don't think I'm alone in recognising that there are significant changes affecting the profession presently, and it seems an appropriate time to do a little horizon scanning to see what's coming over the hill. One of the big changes coming our way is the extension of the fixed recoverable costs regime. Practitioners will be aware of the fixed recoverable costs which have been in place for a while for cases under £25,000. This is going to be extended up to £100,000 with the implementation of the intermediate track. As with all things, there's exceptions, and this is no different. Claims for mesothelioma, clinical negligence, abuse, Human Rights Act, and actions against the police will be exempted. There are various triggers which are slightly complicated and need a little explanation. Disease claims are going to be subject to the new fixed recoverable cost regime for any letter of claim sent after the 1st of October of this year. Non-personal injury claims will be subject to that regime for claims issued after the 1st of October, and personal injury claims will be caught if the accident occurred after the 1st of October 2023. As with all things, there are pros and cons with systems, and this is no different. One big issue for this and one big positive is that there'll be no cost budgeting up to £100,000, and there'll be no certainty of those costs because it'll be based on a calculation of a fixed cost and a percentage uplift of the damages awarded. The intention is that there's going to be more certainty in the system, but of course, nothing's perfect, and this is the case here. One thing that has been built into this system is that there will be 4 different complexity bands, and the amount of cost recovered will be determined by which of those complexity bands the case will fall into. Of course, that then brings the spectre of further dispute and litigation as to whether the case should be in the fixed recoverable costs regime in the first place, and if it is, which one of those bands it should fall into, because the difference between just moving one of those bands to the left or the right could make a significant difference in the cost which will be recovered. Other factors involved are that counsel's fees for advice and advocacy will be fixed, but experts' fees will not, and that again brings a further dispute factor. Finally, unsurprisingly, noise-induced hearing loss claims will be subject to fixed recoverable costs, which will be determined by the stage at which the case settles and also the number of defendants involved. That, in addition to the difficulties and the challenges which will be coming our way with artificial intelligence, I think we all agree that we're in for a fairly interesting landscape going forward for the next couple of years.